I was in Taco Bell and I'm in Wendy's and Wallet. And one thing I want to talk about on YouTube is about how the customer feels. Even though we sit up there and we enjoy our meal, guys, but the employee can be from a distance to make us feel some type of way. Ask that. It is about how our customers feel. We can be sitting 10 feet away from them, but make a customer feel like we don't want to be here no more by the way they look, the way they act, the way the employees act. And it's about how your customers feel in the spirit. And people don't understand that. Like when we sit down and we eat a meal and we see employees acting up towards us and our spirit is not right. And our spirit feel like I feel uncomfortable as a customer. Like it gonna make me not want to come back here as a customer because you making me constantly and other people will watch. And other people were watching and that's what Ice Cube was trying to cause the confusion at because when he said mind your own business. Because when you go through stuff, you want people to not defend you. Nothing will never change. I like when I said in Taco Bell, when I said in Ashland in Taco Bell, them employee was talking shit, looking at me some type of way. It made me feel like they was talking shit on the low. It making me feel some type of way as a customer. And when you eating, sit down eating your food, and you looking at the same time while you eating and you doing this, and you see their spirit behavior as a customer, and y'all gotta understand that how people make you feel as a customer and how we need to be treated as a customer. Your customer need to feel welcome to come. I know when I worked at Walmart, I had to make sure my customers come back. I had to make sure my customers, but all of my customers didn't like me because you know why that? Because I was still trying to learn. And I didn't move at that face pace when I'm still trying to learn and get everything down. So that could be the most baddest part where my customer didn't like me at that point of time because I was still trying to learn and do those things when I worked at Walmart. But the thing is this, it's about how your customers feel in the spirit. And you at a restaurant, and we see a spirit behavior from another customer, they roll in their eyes, the way they act, and it's about the connection. It's about the spirit connection. And y'all gotta have to see this about how we feel as a customer when we sit in the restaurant. It's about how we feel. So if I'm in a restaurant, it's about the spirit. It's about feeling the spirit of making us come back. And if I feel like if I see your behavior after I'm ordering, and the guy at Whataburger, the manager you was talking trash on the road. Let me find they whisper you when you're in the library, guys. People see you on your phone. I'm sitting at the front thing on the phone. They will whisper low and talk trash and look at you some type of way. Same thing at Whataburger. Look at the employee spirit behavior and how they looking at me. Identify those things and how the employees acting in the spirit at Browns. They have to identify the spirit behavior in Browns. Identify the employees when I sat there, how they was acting. You're looking at the spirit, but something wasn't right in the spirit. When I walked in there, and they act like they believe in God. The Justice Department in the state of Texas act like they believe in God. But one of the things is about the Holy Spirit and how we identify it. But something wasn't right in Browns, and something wasn't right in that. Look how they acting towards me in Browns and Waterbury. If I tell the Justice Department, look how the employees acting with me every time I come in there. Look how the behavior changed. The behavior changed in the management. The same thing at Walmart. Same thing with the customer, the employees. You know, Durham Miller broke that bond. He broke that bond by taking up. You see James jealousy, Xavier jealousy, jealousy in the Holy Spirit. Look at it on the clock. Look at it on the thing. My justice, the win is looking at the spirit. But Look at the deception in the Holy Spirit. My faith should, like I was over here in this community, one lady at this hospital said, oh, hold up. Why you let him out? Why my faith in God should make something wrong with me? Why? Because of my faith in God, something should be wrong with me because of my faith, I believe in him. And I believe in God and Jesus. Why something should be wrong with me and this lady getting out of this community at this hospital saying, why you let him out something? No, my faith in God, that means something wrong with me because my faith in God, that means something that's wrong with me. You know, and people will act like, oh, he believed in God, something wrong with him because he believed in the Holy Spirit. We see deception. We see jealousy. And what they're going to be able to identify, look at the employee behavior in Waterford. Look at every time I'm coming in there talking and look at the behavior of jealousy. Look at it. Identify it. You can't have control when the behavior in the spirit is acting up and you coming in there as a customer. We have to feel welcome as a customer. And we have to do those things as a customer. What the Justice Department gonna be able to identify? They're gonna identify the spirit behavior, the talk and low, and all of those things that's going on. It's the spirit behavior. You know, if I'm on live me and I'm talking to people and I'm on live me and I'm talking to people and we able to go on 4 different streams and me and them able to talk 2019, we able to talk about the spirit. And some people's spiritual side not open, but my spiritual side no open. Well, a woman go against a man because a woman's spirit not open. A woman's spirit not open. A woman go because they're not able to see the jealousy and the thing. Loyalty stands by what post spirits can see what it is. It doesn't matter what pain you go through. It doesn't mean that you stay loyal. It doesn't matter about the pain. It doesn't matter about anything of those things. Your loyalty remains. How keep the pain and the loyalty the same? You got to be able to hold that pain and hold that loyalty, which you see in the spirit, and stay loyal. Yes, you're going to have trust issues, probably, but that can be broken as more at the bond is come together. That can be broken as more at the bond come together. It's about how we feel as a customer. I sat down in Taco Bell and I sat down in Wendy's and they talking stuff on the line. I'm like, you making me feel I'm sitting 5, 10 feet away from you, and you making me feel as a customer by your spirit behavior, by your body behavior, and by the way you act, you make me feel like I don't want to be coming here anymore. Feel the customer spirit. Feel the customer spirit. So feel the customer spirit and how the customers feel. I know, I want to tell good women, I know, let me tell you something. I know what my customers want in the spirit. I see their spirit every time I was on that floor. And I identify their spirit. They don't even have to tell me nothing. But when they walk past a milk department, they walk past a food, and they walk past something, I see the spirit of my customers. I'm able to identify those things as my customers. You know, I'm able to see when they're happy and sad. Hey, how you doing? One of the things we talked about on the floor of Walmart at 2996, we talked about it. And the customer, me and the customer, sorry guys, let me get my haircut. Get my stepdaddy to cut my hair. The one thing we talked about this, and I said they need to think before they hire people. And the customer was like, yeah, you right, Hubert, because the employees in 2996, they was acting jealous. All of them in the deli, when we sat there in front of that customer, me and this customer looked at them, the way that Jessica had her new employees. in the spirit. We looked at him and we were like, man, this customer agreed with me. Because his spirit behavior was acting up. And I had that connection with the customer. And we understand that. And I told the Justice Department, look on the tape for itself. Look how I interacted with, see the spirit behavior of James and Xavier. And even when I went to another store and I saw Xavier at another store, and how he acted in the white manager Xavier acted in the spirit, but he rolled his eyes. Come on, jealousy is happening on the clock and it's stopping us from growing. It's stopping us from being where we need to go in the business. And we need to understand those things. So what you think you know about me? What you think they told me when they called me, jealousy. Me and Billy, this guy, yeah, what's up? Me and Billy, the marketing manager. He's a marketing manager in character. We sitting in that reading a Gucci Mane book. I'm reading a Gucci Mane, but he wanted me to come to him. The marketing manager, the big lady, she's acting jealous, and we looking at her passing us while we in electronics, and her spirit behavior acting up. Her spirit behavior was acting up. We able to see the Holy Spirit. People gonna call me evil because I'm able to see your ways to get that God gave me. Look, if we don't pay attention to ourselves, Ice Cube say, mind your own business. Ice Cube, if we don't want another terrorist attack, America needs to look out for America. And we need to protect everybody having. Let me tell you, every blood and Crip, y'all have a job to do. Even though y'all American citizens, when it comes to terrorizing and protecting our kids, Bloods and Crip, y'all have a kid. Y'all have something to do. To protect things. I want y'all to imagine, to see this war that's going on in Ukraine. What if they able to penetrate us like they were trying to create? But we got something in. We know the streets, we know the back corners, we know everything. But we have to protect it. Just because y'all have a gang doesn't mean nothing. You still have a job to do, even though when you're in a gang. When you see terrorists, when you see a bomb, when you're carrying a plane, when you seeing things, you have to protect everything that we do. Gangs, y'all have a responsibility too. God said, don't forget y'all part in it. You hear me? Don't let a rag define what you gotta protect because you got loved ones. God said, don't let that define you or what you gotta protect. The thing is, what if 9/11 could have been avoided? When I walk into that courtroom, everybody into their phone. When that dude intimidated me in that courtroom, they looked after it happened. The police looked after it happened. They looked after it happened. But is the Dallas police in the courtroom going to recognize it? Because after the guy intimidated me and eyeballed me and looked at my camera when he was going after the door, would they recognize it? Because he eyeballed me after he was walking out the door. So how can we understand those things and knowledge what we see? It's happening. Intimidation. And all of the rest of that's happening. But can the Dallas police, the police officers that was in that courtroom, they caught on to it after everybody's in their phone. How would you know what's going on? That's how mistakes happen. Ice Cube, you talking about minding your business? Ice Cube, that's how mistakes happen. Y'all have a job to do, gang members, even if you like it. Put your right, like Black Gangster didn't come in. I've been communicating with Black Gangster. I understand with Black Gangster. We all can't be in the streets every day. And I know gang members, y'all at your house, y'all doing y'all thing. Come on. But it doesn't matter what y'all do, y'all all have a job to do. When people are trying to attack America and attack what we stand for, that's when we have to keep our eyes open no matter what. God is telling you to keep your eyes open, because if we don't want another 9/11 to happen, you must keep your eyes open. Imagine that movie when Denzel Washington playing as an FBI agent, and he had to go to a cell to find out where the bomb's at. I'm a big movie fan. I told people many times, I'm a big movie fan. And I want to tell about this is not this thing about me. When I coming from the courtroom, my last court day when I was coming on it, a person told me selfish. It's about lies. If I don't stay on my shit, the enemy is winning. The liar, Yellow Breeze, and them trap. I want people to feel like me in Dallas when I was in that courtroom in Dallas, when I was going in there, and the lady and her kid said, "You're selfish." Look at it. The enemy is going to win. I have to stay on it. God said when you're being lied on and the mayor is not admit what he's doing, you have to stay on it. You have to keep winning. You have to keep working. But the DA made it seem like they don't care about that accident that happened. That's on the music industry, and that's on them because they are connected. These little kids got phones. You know, man, this girl always talking, man. And even though we got an attitude in there, me and the employees at Whataburger in there, but they always, even though they have an attitude with me, we always still talking to each other. We always still talking to each other. You know, I'll be like, man, hold up. And I'm a talkative guy. I'm a good person. I'm a talk. Let's talk. Let's sit up and talk on y'all, and tell me how y'all feel, man. You know, people make it hard because of what they're not trying to, and he don't care because he's jealous. Rome wasn't built overnight. But it's about making your customers feel welcome in the spirit. But I can't feel welcome and you throwing. Let me tell you, if somebody on my phone, I'm on my phone, and they know I'm on my phone, right? And they know I'm on. They're gonna talk low like a library. You ever go to the library? If people know you on your phone, they're gonna talk low and talk shit. They're gonna mumble their words. We all know when people mumble our words. And my phone not gonna be able to hear everything that you're saying because they mumbling and they speaking low. Yeah. Yeah. What happened? I'm chilling. I'm on the computer, so. What? So when the lady and her kid came out there, and I think about my own, because if we allow Yellow Breeze in them to win, and we allow other people, and I'm sorry that I'm mixing stuff together, but it's becoming hard. It's becoming hard when you got so many topics that need to be discussed and people coming at you from all types of ways. I hold the state of Texas responsible and the industry responsible because these employees on their phone. We know TikTok, we know all of these things. We know all of these things. I know what my friends on live me when I in 2009 told me I need to find somebody to keep up with me. I know what they mean. I know what people in communicate with me on live me. I know what they mean. Yellow Breezy using my tree after I create. It does. Well, I have to go pee. Go pee, open the door, cut on the light. I want to tell you this. When I'm working you know, I can say at Whataburger, when I'm working at Whataburger, We are all going to treat our customers different ways. We understand that, but I try to keep my customer the same. Cut off that light, Hugo. I try to keep my customer the same, even when I don't care about the color and how we act towards each other. I don't care about none of that, huh? I can't do my tablet. It's dead? You killed it? Remember, Dad got internet. You gotta charge for anything. I told you, always keep your stuff on the charger. Got that remote to that TV, let it charge. Okay? But I'm gonna turn one of these tablets on where you can download games and stuff. No, you shouldn't leave it at the plane. Huh? You shouldn't leave it at the plane. I got everything. I got the 4 tablets. Dad's trying to work and show his creativity. Why did you leave it at the plane? Leave it at the place? You have to work on it. Yeah. So I wanna tell you something. This is not a situation where we understand. I understand my customer. I understand the growth in it. You know, I feel like Vince McMahon. I got so much lust for life. Give me more. What are you doing? Dad, try to keep that phone in that plug, son. Oh. Mom? Dad, keep that phone in that 1%. Keep it in the plug, son. Keep what are you doing? Yeah, keep it plugged up, because that 1% and it's dead. So, you know, we're going to work more. We're going to constantly work. We're going to do these things. We're going to constantly put stuff on Instagram. We're constantly working, but understanding the meaning of what we are doing here and understanding the concept of what we're doing here. But everybody calling me soft and later and her kids call you soft. That's not about that. It's not about that. This is about lies coming to surface. It's about miscommunication. If you call me selfish and you just rushing out there with hatred, you're not going to understand why the fight is greater. Don't call me selfish and you're not understanding what we're talking about. So we understand what our customers think. And I seen when I worked at Walmart, I seen the behavior out of James. I seen the behavior out of all the rest of the employees in the deli. Jealousy. Identify. I need them to see the spirit behavior of them. Of 2996, identify the spirit. And God asked him, can you see the jealousy out the Holy Spirit and how and the Justice Department gonna have to analyze it. Just like they're gonna have to analyze Whataburger situation. How I come in, and I'm being nice, and how I come in and how the behavior is keep getting worse. Understand all of these things. But people want me, you know, I had negativity and you want me to, no, I'm not with that because a Yellow Breeze and them lied. They lied. Something should never been taken away from me because the community terrorized me, attacked me, and they playing dumb and acting like I would sacrifice everything to get off of disability. But anything that happened to me, you would be held accountable for. The mayor's coming. God said, don't matter what happened, gone and not gone. You're coming from underneath that seat, Mayor, in City Hall, and everybody that sit with Governor Abbott. Governor Abbott, God watch you. I want Governor Abbott to know something. People, I'm watching you, and everybody, you sit up there and take pictures with the border. My eyes on them. How I'm gonna get my certificate? Hey, and I told him, look here, the enemy gonna try to eliminate you before they even get caught. Team up, connect with each other, and do all of this stuff, texting each other, your name, whatever that is in that point of sin. But the DA gonna play dumb. That's how stuff happens when the DA plays dumb. I'm always able to see in the spirit of people, but people not able to see in the spirit, and they'll tell you to get over yourself, and it's because they don't want to wake up to the reality. I'm not, these hoes, they can stay with it because I see. Get what you can and get. Like, man, I leave 100 at the door for you. So I had to set my passport, man. Look what they doing to me. Let them keep on acting stupid. So I ain't worry about them. Let them keep acting stupid. So cousin and nephew want to say something new. My connection with everybody on Likey and my connection with people is understanding I got a better connection with people on Likey than I have a connection here. And that's something we have to understand where I have a connection in the community. And it's the selfish mindset. And the people that don't want to listen and they want to agree. And it's the anger they have in it. But when we are understanding each other a lot more, and people let them do what they do. The DA playing dumb and they sit up there listening to the mayor and his deception and his racial behavior. But they're gonna pay a hell of a price. It ain't nobody when somebody gone or the witness go. No, bitch, you going down, mayor. What? I don't know what's going on. You're going down, mate. You're going down. No, you know what you did. But let me tell you something. We understanding in the big church. We understanding what is big here. But let me end this because this was about customer service. And I'm off of different topics here.